everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey, and today's practice is going to be a quick 10-minute yoga practice to help you warm up your body before you go and do something a little bit more strenuous or active, such as a workout, such as going for a run, doing any type of athletic sport. So this is just a great way to open up your body, warm up the muscles so that there's less chance of injury, and so you feel like you have that full range of motion and you can put your all into whatever your next activity is. We're going to get started in tabletop pose. Hands stacked underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Cat and cow. Inhale, lift your sits bones, drop your belly, pull your heart forward and lift your head. Exhale. Round your spine, press the floor away, scoop your pelvis forward, tuck your chin towards your throat. Inhale for your cow. Inhale, tailbone lifts, head lifts. Exhale for your cat. Breathe out, draw the navel in, round your spine. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Inhale back to neutral. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Downward dog. Feet are hip-width distance apart, toes pointing forward. Reach through your arms. Alternate the bend of the knees, especially if this is your first downward dog of the day, first hamstring stretch. Warming up your calves, warming up the backs of your thighs. Keep breathing through this practice. And then come back to stillness. We'll take some time to warm up the shoulders a little bit, shifting forward into a plank pose. On your next breath in, shift your weight forward so that your shoulders come over your wrists and your hips are about aligned with your shoulders. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward dog. 3 more of those. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose, draw the lower abdominals in, press the floor away. Exhale, downward dog. 2 more, plank. And exhale, downward dog. Last one. And exhale, downward dog. This next time, as you shift forward into plank, you can lower your knees if you want. We're going to lower all the way to the belly. Bring your hands in line with your shoulders or maybe in line with your rib cage. Squeeze the elbows in towards your ribs and reach them straight back. Feel the shoulders pull away from your neck. Press down into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your head and your heart any amount. Baby cobra, waking up the muscles of the back. Exhale, lower your head down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Reaching through the toes, pressing down through the feet. Exhale. On this last one, if you want to get a little bit deeper of a back bend, inhale, lift head and heart. Press into your hands and start to straighten your arms. For a high cobra, your hips stay in line or stay in contact with the mat, or you can reach through your arms, pull the shoulders away from your neck, and then press into the tops of your feet. Lift your knees and your thighs away from the mat for upward dog. This is waking up the entire front line of your body, really activating those muscles. 2 more breaths here. And exhale, lower your knees. Send your hips back over the knees into table. If you have blocks for this next little pose, we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands, and having the blocks underneath the hands can be really nice to give yourself a little bit more space in the front of the body. Otherwise, fingertips down or your hands down totally works. Just letting the hips be heavy here, stretching through the front of the left hip. We're going to deepen that stretch down towards the thigh by walking the hands up onto the front of the right thigh. And then think about cat pose. Scoop your pelvis forward, draw your lower abdominals in, and round your spine. You should feel this drop down towards more so of the quad muscle. Breathe. Press down through the top of the back foot. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to upright and then bring your fingertips down to frame that front foot again. Shift your hips back, straighten your front leg into a half splits. Flex back through the toes. One more breath here. Exhale, you can walk your hands forward, roll through the front foot, and then we're just going to step the right leg back. We'll do that on the opposite side. Left foot will step between the hands. Maybe the hands are on blocks, or maybe you're using your fingertips like I am. Let the hips be heavy for several breaths, really targeting the hip flexor. Now moving that stretch down towards the quad by walking the hands on top of the left thigh. Thinking about cat pose as we scoop the pelvis forward, we draw the lower abdominals in and round the spine. Still squeezing the legs in towards the midline. Still pressing firmly through our foundation. 2 more breaths. Exhale, return to upright. Bring your fingertips down to frame the left leg. Shift your hips back, straighten the front leg, half splits. Several breaths here. Exhale to roll through this front foot. This time we're going to come to a wide-legged forward fold. So tuck the right toes, lift that back knee, walk your hands around to the inside of your left leg and pivot on your feet until the feet are parallel to one another, and then fold down between your legs. You can walk your hands back in line with your feet if that feels good, and gently pull your upper body through your legs, just in that general direction. Release the weight of your head. A little bit of a drawing upward through the lower abdomen, connecting the navel back towards the spine. One more breath in and out. Inhale, walk your hands forward, lift your body back up so that it's parallel with the mat, and then heel toe your feet in until they're just a little bit wider than the width of your hips. Toes are pointing out, heels are pointing in. Drop your hips down into a deep squat malasana. Hands can stay in front of you, or you can have hands at heart center. Press your thighs into your arms and let your arms press back lightly. Scoop the pelvis forward, reach up through the crown of your head. One more breath in and out. Release your fingertips down. You can have the hands behind you to help you rest your hips down to the mat, and then bring soles of your feet in front of you into our butterfly or Baddha Konasana. Instead of folding forward here, we're just going to let the thighs bounce up and down gently, just starting to open up through our inner thighs, getting some mobility into those hip joints. Make sure you're still sitting up nice and tall here. And then reach your right leg out beside you, bring your left heel in, a brief side bend, bring your right hand onto your right leg, inhale, left hand goes up and over towards the right, exhale, another breath in, and another breath out. Inhale, come back to upright, bring your right leg in, extend your left leg out long. Same thing as before, left hand onto the left leg, inhale, right hand out and up. Exhale, take it over towards the left. Another breath in and out. Inhale, come back to upright and make your way back into a seat. From here, you are good to go. I hope that you feel ready to take on whatever your next activity is. And please come back to my channel in the future for a cool down counterpart to this class for after your practice. Thank you and see you next time. Namaste.